Hey guys, y'all know who it is, what's going on, when it's happening, where it's at, and why we're here today. How you doing? It is I, the sublimely magnificent, big ugly himself, Omari Ellis, Feogrande on the YouTubes, and once again, I'm here with my boy, Superjaz. Yeah, pointing to the sky.
What up, peoples? What up? What up? What up?
Yes, sir. Back talking about some more Dragon Ball Super. As you saw with the last one, we moved on from the movies and
Mm-hmm.
we're on with the TV show. You know, we're doing the thing. But we haven't moved on entirely from the movies yet because the show,
Right,
the first
right.
two arcs of Super cover the movies. Just to make sure you got it. With some slight differences. Dragon Ball, or the first arc had some slight differences. This one had quite a few more differences between the movie and how it did. Like the same main plot points, but we'll get into it.
Right,
So,
right, right, right. Okay.
and yeah, you know what? Yeah, we've had some really long ones recently, guys. But covering long movie and then talking TV show arc, we're working on this. But we'll hop right into it now. So
Let's get it.
let's get started. Yo, let's more, let's dynamic, let's go, go, dynamic, 負けると強くなる。身の程知らずには。So, we got the same opening as the first arc, but with random clips from the current arc to come, like, thrown into the opening, which could be spoilers if you don't know what happened yet, because anime's got this thing where they like to spoil every fucking thing, just assuming you know the source material.
Yeah, that's not even just DBZ. A lot of they all do
Oh
that, don't
yeah,
they?
yeah. There's a lot of stuff where it's like, I hope you read the manga, cause the opening's gonna have clips from all kinds of shit, as well as half the episode titles are gonna tell you exactly
I
what
was just
happens
about
in
to
the
say the
episode.
titles. I was just gonna say the titles. It'd be like, it's like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to defeat the big bad evil guy. And then the title be, the big bad evil guy gets defeated.
Yeah, Frieza resurrected. I didn't know that was an option. What? And I think that's actually what the first episode of this arc is called, like the return of Frieza. And it's like,
I think you might be right. Something along those lines.
But yeah, so we get the similar opening to the movie, Frieza in Hell. Still hilarious. Still got the fairies and the teddy bears and the stuff and the good morning, pouty face. And Frieza being mad, Then you get the Frieza Force scene of the people in space talking about their shit, which is almost verbatim to the film as well. But they have like more drawn out dialogue and more reminders and clips from the old show just so you can remember who the fuck Frieza is. For people who don't know, the Frieza Force remnants are losing numbers and they decide to res him. And as opposed to the movie where they just kind of knew about the Pilaf gang or whatever, they had the spy drones show the Pilaf gang finding things, and they're like, see, we don't need to go after that other chick that knows the Saiyans. We can go after these people, because apparently they got this going on. And, meanwhile, Saiyans be training off on Whis world with Beerus and stuff. Well, Beerus is asleep. Off on Beerus world with Whis, I guess, to be more specific.
Okay.
But they're training. Whis gives them the same speech as the movie. Goku or Vegeta, you think too much. Goku, you don't think enough. Also, you two should probably work together, and you just shit on everything. Fuck you. Okay, I guess you guys aren't gonna
We've been
do that.
knowing that the whole series that they need to work together.
Exactly. And he also draws like a little symbol on each of their outfits while he's training with them because they can't touch him at all.
Like the movie.
Mm-hmm.
With the yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I actually noticed the animation quality that I told you about that people were complaining about early in the series. I noticed it a bit more during this first episode, but still not enough to ruin it for me, like the way that people complained.
You know what's funny is I forgot that you said that until now about people were talking about the animation looking weird here and there and off and stuff. I forgot you said that, but while I was watching it, I definitely was being like, they kind of dropped the quality or I was thinking throughout a lot of the episodes, especially with this particular arc saga, I was like, people looking a little different.
Yeah.
Frieza looked different, especially when he went gold. Frieza looked different almost every time you saw him. Like,
yeah.
oh, and before we continue, real quick, not to go off, but is there a different voice actor for Frieza for Super than there was for Z?
More than likely.
Because the voice,
I don't think they got everybody exactly the same.
Unless I'm tripping, the voice for Frieza sounded a little different.
I think it's the same guy from the movie.
Okay.
But probably different from the series.
I know. So I was like, this sounds like someone trying to sound like Frieza and doing pretty good, but not exactly Frieza.
But yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the same guy from the movie though, and he's gotten a bit more used to the role and stuff. But people in comments can fucking tell me if I'm wrong. Anyway, we see Piccolo babysitting Pan or whatever, playing peekaboo, which was hilarious.
Yeah.
Dad Han continues to suck, but it is what it is.
I like Dad Gohan. I might be I feel like, okay, after looking a little bit into this since we started this shit, I think I might be the only one. But I like Dad Gohan.
Well,
I think it's funny.
It's funny, but it's just what it represents, which I'll get into as we go.
The strongest person in the universe who just stopped training.
Yeah, and which I'll get into as we go on. But yeah, see, and as opposed to the movie where Sorbet makes the Pilaf gang find the Dragon Balls for him, this time they just get gypped after they found them on their own. They just get cornered in a cave like, cool, you found all 7, give them to us. But
we found the last one. Oh, okay, thanks.
and again, it's one of those poor Pilaf crew, but not poor Pilaf crew. It's weird.
The show / movies make you feel sorry for them, then you realize they're bad guys.
Yeah, I think it's the fact that they look like kids, so that doesn't help. But it's like, and you just see the struggles they go through. It's like, damn, man, they just trying to get, and especially when much like the movie, they summon the dragon. Guy wishes for Frieza to be resurrected, despite the fact that he'll be in pieces. But in the movie, they only got one extra wish, which the show made sure to rectify. They're like, no, when I was remade, you get 3 wishes total. So what are your other 2 wishes? And Shu, which is apparently a dog's name, Shu wishes for fucking money, and Mai wishes for ice cream. And when you think about the fact that these motherfuckers are using their wishes on fucking shit like money and ice cream.
Delicious ice cream was stupid, though. Come on.
I mean, I can see Beerus wishing for it, to be fair.
Well, but Beerus doesn't need a home. Fuck?
I mean, Oolong didn't need to have a pair of panties either, but
that was dumb too. Nobody said Oolong was smart. That's probably the most infamous dumb wish. But no,
yeah, they just hungry, man.
Can I get some ice cream? Well, I fucking wish for a sandwich. That's more filling for you and nutritious than a fucking ice. Anyway.
But yeah, so also there's a frog in the background. Don't worry, it doesn't come into play. Frieza gets put back together.
I didn't notice the frog in this episode.
Yeah, there's just a random frog as the Frieza ship's leaving. There's just some frog in the background. Yeah, I don't know why the show threw a frog in there. Who knows? But yeah, Frieza gets put back together like in the movie. No Maximum the Hormone song this time. The Frieza. But it makes sense because it's the TV show. You got to pay him more to do that as opposed to a movie release. You know what I mean? So there you go. First episode, beginning of the movie, but with a frog apparently. So episode 20. Frieza's Rest again. Scene plays like the movie, or it plays out much like the movement. You have Frieza's The Testament of Hell, still funny. You got I liked how I like Frieza's dialogue. I realize a lot. And just some of the shit he says, like Super Simians. I don't know why I thought that was funny, but yeah.
He talks very smart.
Yeah, so many big words and shit.
Yeah.
And apparently he wanted to train for 4 months, not one. I know we said one a
Oh.
lot in the Resurrection F thing, but apparently he trained for 4 months.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and the Saiyan, we get to the Saiyans, their training, it's still similar to the movie, but with an early hint at Super Saiyan Blue, with them like doing the punch and the little blue energy coming off of it, and they're like, whoa. We enter Jacko. He meets with the kids rather than Dr. Brief.
Right.
And the kids are being kids about everything, which has its own hilarity. And even Trunks gets the name wrong and calls him Taco, so he doesn't matter who he meets at that house.
Trunks said I needed to meet with a taco.
It makes more sense that it's you, Jocko. Doesn't it really, Bulma? You date a guy named Vegetable, or you're married to a guy named Vegetable, pretty much.
His brother name is Carrot, right?
Or, yeah. Well, not brother. Goku and Vegeta ain't brothers.
Not brother. Yeah. True, not brother. Not brother.
Also, you're named after fucking panties.
That's even bigger. His father's named after male underwear, right? Mm-hmm. But we can keep going.
Yeah. So Jocko, I like his reactions to Bulma's life facts, because he just can't believe half the shit she's saying. Like, yeah, I'm married to a Saiyan. Like the ones from Planet Vegeta? Yeah. No, I can't believe that. No, I refuse to listen to some
Jocko was funny in the movie. That was one thing with this, was a lot of the stuff in the movie that was either like crazy or funny. When it had more time, it was crazier or funnier. And one thing about the show that was like I liked was you had more time with Jocko.
Mm-hmm.
Just how funny and how full of shit this dude really is. He is so full of shit.
He really is. So you got that whole thing, and eventually he gives her the warning, like, hey, by the way, Frieza's coming in an hour. And she's like, what the fuck's wrong with you? Because she tried to do the whole summon Whis with the Sunday, and she's like, so how long do I got? An hour. What the fuck? I got
Yeah, that's still crazy.
Mm-hmm.
The world's doomed. You got an hour. Bitch!
Then you got Krillin getting the warning, not during a car chase this time, but more just at his office. He just gets a fucking call from Bulma. And 18 still shows up, still shaves his head and everything. And he cracked me up because when he got ready to leave, he's like, all right, honey, see ya. When I get back, we're eating steak.
Yeah, he does.
Which I was like, all right, that is a cool line to just say before you leave with her having the whole "he's so cool" thing. Like, when I get back, we're having steak. I'm so like cool. That's a man line right there that anyone can get behind.
He's so cool was both from the movie and in the show.
Mm-hmm. But so Frieza nears the Earth at the end of the episode, and he says this line that I was just like, yeah, I really like Frieza dialogue. It's hell was a womb, and the dream of vengeance my umbilical. Now I am reborn and shall suckle on the sweet milk of victory.
Yeah. Brother said Frieza was saying some shit. He was saying some shit, bro.
I was just like, perfect. I don't.
Like one of the later episodes when they were fighting, and he was talking something about in order to be able to beat me, you'd have to have.
We'll get that. In order to beat me.
You had to have a kernel of energy left or something.
Something like that.
Like this dude.
But there's another line that I think is hilarious of his later. But so episode 21. Turns out Boo won't be joining us to protect the world because he's asleep.
Just couldn't wake him up.
Yeah, he's asleep. And they didn't even mention Yamcha this time. In the movie, Tien goes, I didn't bring Chaozu or Yamcha. These guys are too strong. In the show, he's just like, I didn't bring Chaozu. Nobody mentions where's Yamcha, though, which is hilarious to me. But,
Yamcha.
No, he's still technically one of them. Okay?
He's still a Z fighter, that's true. He is still a Z fighter.
He's more OG than fucking Tien.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things, like, can you at least dismiss him with a line like you did in the movie? He don't get a line in the show?
Like you don't even exist.
That's all I'm saying.
Oh shit! That okay. I give you that one. I will give you that one.
And of course, I have a note here that's just Dad Han ... because it was, they're like, Gohan, or I think Roshi's like, Gohan, have you been continuing your training? And he's like, not really, but I might be able to go Super Saiyan. And I'm like, stop! You sound so pathetic. Fucking Dad Han.
I got a quick question. This is something that I probably missed like a motherfucker over just the whole whatever episodes of DBZ I saw and movies and shit. Master Roshi can't fly?
I don't believe so, no.
I never knew Master Roshi couldn't fly.
Mm-mm.
Or if I did, I forgot. I might have known it.
Roshi cannot fly. And even in fucking Dragon Ball Fighters, the game, when they finally added Roshi to it at DLC, because people super dash and fly around there, he fucking like shoots a Kamehameha to propel himself. Like, which is kind of cool. But yeah, apparently he can't fly.
Because everybody was flying and he had Roshi, Krillin had Roshi on his back, so yeah.
Yeah, because Krillin was like, don't worry about Roshi, I'll pick him up myself. But yeah, so Frieza arrives. Dad Han says something else pathetic, apparently, because again, I have two notes. I have Dad Han ... Then I'm like, it's still like the movie. Frieza arrives, and then fucking Dad Han. I don't remember. I watched it last night too. I don't remember exactly why I put that.
That's hilarious.
But yeah, everybody starts fighting, and unlike the movie where they're just shitting on the Frieza Force, they're actually like kind of struggling a bit. Not really struggling, but they ain't just shitting on them like they did in the movie where they just shat on all the like minions.
Yeah.
And Krillin is also more shook than in the movie.
I was about to talk, bruh. Okay, the whole series of DBZ, everything was about wait for Goku, especially Krillin was like, and I always say, okay, the whole show, it was always Krillin, you're not as strong as Goku. Okay, but you trained right alongside this dude. Krillin, do something, fight him. And this fucking saga was like, Krillin was just like, I'm a bitch, guys. Well, everybody's like, Krillin, you're not a bitch. No, guys, I'm a bitch.
Well, you also got to be fair to Krillin, it makes a bit more sense why he's so shook, because as opposed to just, oh no, this dude's pretty strong, this motherfucker actually already killed him. He did already died to Frieza. He's looking at a guy who killed him. So that's like...
That's what made Goku go Super Saiyan, right?
Yeah. So that's the trauma. And they even have a flashback to it in a thing. And Frieza's like, oh, it's the little bald one I killed. I get to kill him again to piss off Goku. So I understood why he was shook. But yeah, Roshi eventually talks him out of being shook a bit. Beerus, we cut back to the training. He's bored that the Saiyans aren't strong enough to fight him yet. And they get sent to some horrible place for more training. Just Whis like, fine, I guess I'll send them there. Through a portal. Frieza tries to capitalize on how shook Krillin is by going, hey, soldiers, I'll just focus on the fucking orange dude. And then when...
Oh, yeah, he said, I'll give you, like, so many money or something.
Or so many planets or something like that.
Kill him, yeah, a planet if you kill him, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, but when he effortlessly dodges one of the dudes, he's like, wait, what am I scared of? And that's when Roshi's like, what you said earlier. Dude, you may not be Goku level, but you've been getting strong over the years. You're not like Dad Han over there who hasn't trained at all. You've at least trained some. You still ain't technically on Dad Han's level, but damn, you better than you think you is. And
the thing that bothered me too with Krillin, like I said, that's the thing that got me with Krillin the whole series every now and then. But the thing that got me with him in this few episodes was also Krillin is like, all the battles I was right alongside Goku and I watched him fight. I'm like, bitch, you trained. You didn't just get this from being a spectator and through osmosis.
Well, yeah, Roshi also said you observe. Well, part of the training is observing, fighting skills and stuff.
No,
that's what Roshi was saying, and he's like, "You're a proud student of the Turtle School. Get your ass out there."
And it's like, yeah. Okay. Ooh, I learned some of this from watching. All right, cool. But you also learned some of it from training, bitch.
Mm-hmm.
You talking
But
about
I
Yamcha's
mean,
also one of them. Krillin is a Z warrior too. What the fuck?
to be
Krillin
well,
invented
look, Krillin's there. Okay, he gets a lot more respect than Yamcha gets.
Krillin invented, but still, you
No,
are the
I'm agree.
inventor
I'm with
of the
you.
Superjaz.
I know. I'm saying Krillin's a Z warrior. Clearly, Krillin's a Z warrior. He's the strongest human on the planet, I think, aside from maybe Tien. If Tien's a human, I don't know. He's got three eyes.
Good point. But still, I don't know. I just have an issue with Krillin just being like, I'm sorry, I'm way too much of a puny ass punk, and everybody's like, you're not a punk. Yes, I am. It's like, look, Krillin, god damn it.
Well, to be fair, he trained while he might train more than Dad Han. He was still Dad Krillin before Gohan was Dad Han. So and
Gohan wasn't acting like he had never been in a fight.
he was acting like he forgot.
Yes, he was.
Okay,
No,
I'm saying Krillin has trained more than Gohan, but he's also weaker than Gohan to begin with, and still wasn't training like he was back in the day. If that makes any sense.
We can move on, but Krillin, he was looking like,
Yeah.
what a punch.
But however, after Krillin gets the pep talk, he does start bodying fools, like left and right, and out come the beams from everybody. They're like, oh yeah, we can use beams and shit, and
This is another thing I had an issue with real quick. Fucking Tri-Beam, special beam cannon. Bitch, do a Masenko. What the fuck? What the fuck? Do a fucking Masenko. Like, everybody does their special moves like it ain't shit.
Or Kamehameha. Do something. But no, they saved the Kamehameha for Roshi because, it's the signature technique of the turtle school. The Kame in Kamehameha. Kame means turtle, by the way. So, yeah, and Jocko's tripping off of everything and doesn't really want to fight. Eventually, the red dude, Sasami's apparently his name, he joins the fight, puts Gohan in a bear hug. Gohan's like, I don't think I want my daughter to live in a safe world. I'm about to fucking crush you to death with this bear hug. I don't give a damn. So you're not leaving? I guess I'll power her up. Get shot! Because Tagoma, the other dude that we didn't know from the first movie, his name, he shoots Sasami through the back to kill Gohan and take advantage of him being grabbed. Because in this show, unlike the movie where Tagoma dies but Frieza breaking the airlock at the beginning, Frieza doesn't break the airlock. Instead, Sorbet, after Tagoma talks shit to Frieza and gets or talks scared to Frieza and gets bodied. He doesn't talk shit to Frieza, but he's like, Frieza, we probably shouldn't go fight the Saiyans, and Frieza bodies him. Fucking... He gets rejuvenated and then gets made to be Frieza's training partner / punching bag for all 4 months.
Right.
Which makes him stronger. And, Gohan gets a sensu bean, so he's fine. Because, of course, he is. The kids, unlike the movie, notice the energy going on from people powering up, and they actually try to head to the action. Also, there's a frog there. I don't really get it, but apparently there's a frog in the background. I don't know what they got doing with that. And that's really the end of that episode.
The hints of the frog until it was time, but we'll get there.
That's the end of that episode. So, episode 22. Now, everyone... Sans Jocko is trying to fight Tagoma, and they're losing. Piccolo gets his arm ripped off like he always does, so it can grow back, just so you can remember Piccolo can do that. Still needs a sensu bean after it, though. And Taguma's, popping off about how cool he is, until, all of a sudden, enter Gotenks with a headbutt to the dick.
What is the dick?
And that's why he was down so hard. Gotenks just came in, headbutt to the dick. And
wasn't
like,
oh. Wasn't the stomach?
No. Straight to the dick. It was hilarious. Bulma bitches at them for showing up. They try to bitch back. We're so cool anyway. And then the fusion wears off and they're like, uh-oh. And that's when Frieza notices the resemblance, not only with Goten looking like Goku, but with the fact that Trunks looks like Trunks. But Frieza doesn't realize it's the same person. He just thinks it's Trunks' kid.
Which is nobody would be like, oh, that must be the guy that killed me, but younger.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly. So funny thing there with Frieza, like actually getting mad now, and then a fucking frog shows up in front of the dude bent over holding his nuts, starts making something on the ground, writing some shit. Apparently, it writes "change now" or whatever, and the guy reads it kind of just like that. What says "change now"? Beam comes out of the frog. And the frog starts up doing poses and shit. Surprise! It's Ginyu.
I liked everything that happened with this except how it happened. Because my only issue, they made it work, they made it fit, they made it do what it do. Because frogs don't talk for real except Ribbit. But wouldn't Captain Ginyu have to be the one to say it?
I don't know.
That was my only thing was, can his target say it? Doesn't he have to be the one? But okay.
He might not have. It might not even been the guy doing that to say it. It might have been his drawing that did it, and the guy just read so we could read what he was writing.
That's what I'm just that's the little bit of you made it work for the plot, gray area shit. Might come off as some nitpicky shit, but okay. Anyway,
yeah. And to be fair, they never really break down how his power works,
right?
Or why he doesn't like use it more often.
Yeah.
But he did it. It's like, surprise! It's Ginyu, and classic Ginyu, lol Ginyu, doing his shit. The kids are unimpressed by his poses. They think they can have cooler poses because, of course, they can. They're fucking 7. We get Ginyu's backstory. Apparently, he was teleported to Earth in his frog body when they said teleport everyone not named Goku and Frieza from Namek to Earth. And he's just kind of suffered being a frog since. And to be fair, he survived like 7 or so years, 7 plus, or damn near like 14 years as a fucking frog.
Goddamn frog.
Avoiding natural predators and shit. So good on him, I suppose.
Frog on Earth too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, good on him. He survived. And then, lol fucking Ginyu, he's like, to commemorate this, I got a special new pose for you! And just full on just points his crotch and like,
the Ginyu Force always gives some fucking wild ass poses like that, bro.
That's why I was just like, lol fucking Ginyu.
And Captain Ginyu always, like, I think his signature pose was, let me show my ass.
Yeah, he looked through his legs while pointing his hands at you. Ginyu!
Oh, this was his, like, yes, this new one is, here's the front.
Yeah, just crotch! But yeah, so he eventually fights. He bodies Tien first, then everybody else. Gohan tries again, while Bulma's, like, trying to summon Whis with help from the kids. They can't really get in contact with Whis because his staff is in the other thing wherever they sent Kakarot and Vegeta, which is a place where they cannot move unless they learn to control their energy without any leaking out. So it's like more proficiently. Also, they realize the way the area feels, it's a lot like the hyperbolic time chamber where time moves at a different pace, so they can train as hard as they can. And they both like Goku mentions that we need to get some food if we gonna be in here for a while, and then Vegeta's like, well, of course we do, which I thought was so hilarious. It's like, yeah, Vegeta likes eating just as much as Goku. I know we see it, but you don't hear him like say it ever. Like, you don't hear Vegeta talk about food. You just hear him, unless he's trying to impress Whis and Beerus. But it's one of those things where it's like, well, of course we need to find food. Let's find it. So that was funny. Dad Han continues to not really do much against this guy because it's Dad Han now, but he finally goes SSJ, Super Saiyan. So, he finally does it, and then Frieza's another funny line from Frieza. Oh, now everybody, it seems Goku can spread his, Super Saiyan spawn to his G's like some super twisted monkey virus.
Oh, he did say some shit like monkey virus.
I was like, lol, twisted monkey virus. But yeah, so eventually Gohan gets the upper hand because he's Super Saiyan on Ginyu. And he's like, tries to treat him like Goku did Frieza, where he's like, go on and get out of here. This fight's clearly over. And he gets shot for that because he piss Frieza off. Cause
You showed me the same mercy that he showed. Why didn't you just finish it? This reminds me of what happened with me. Now you gotta die. And Frieza was just watching. He's like, "All right, whatever, do what you do." And he's like, wait, that's the shit that he did to my ass. Fuck you.
And then he wants him personally, tells Ginyu to stop because he wants to take him personally. So he just continues shooting Gohan while everybody watches because they can't do shit. And he just wants him to suffer. Finally goes for the kill shot. Piccolo pulls a Saiyan Saga, takes the blow for Gohan. Piccolo dead.
He's dead, but it won't matter. We've got Dragon Balls and Sensu beans.
Episode 23. Dad Han's crying naturally because Piccolo's dad and Piccolo's dead. And I'm like, this is why you train, Dad Han. Okay, this is why you need to train.
He had to go Super Saiyan just to get some level of like extra strength, and still was nowhere near as strong as he should be as Super Saiyan.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, this is why you train, Dad Han. I get you want to live a peaceful life with your daughter and kid, but you can't if you ain't strong enough to protect them. And the fact that you can train on Earth without having to go, because you're not trying to get to Goku levels, you don't need to go to other planets to train. You can still train on Earth around where your wife and kid are and still be there for them. That's Gohan even better for when Goku's off planet. You have someone strong enough.
He was like, this is my fault for not training. He said it.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, meanwhile, Goku and Vegeta are training while Beerus is still is food gasming over pizza, much like the movie.
What did he say? Who knew that coagulated mammal lactation could taste so good? I was like, I guess that's exactly what cheese is. That line stuck out to me. Coagulated mammal lactation. I was like, that is cheese.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Eventually he wants more pizza and tells Whis to bring the Saiyans back so Whis could have his staff and summon more pizza. Surprise, they ate all the pizza.
All the pizza. It was like fucking 20, 30 boxes.
Yeah. Well, yeah, which makes sense being them. Which Beerus had about 20, 30 boxes himself before he asked Whis for more pizza. But Whis finally gets the message, and I love how Bulma, when she's like screaming stuff, there's scumbag Frieza's over there! And Frieza actually goes, scumbag?
Scumbag.
Like, wait, scumbag? I like how that's the word that he's like, wait a second, what?
I'm a scumbag now? Yeah, I remember that shit.
But yeah, Beerus, but it's actually Beerus and Vegeta's idea to use instant transmission this time. And, what is it? Gohan stands up, but Goku can't do it. And Gohan says the whole thing of like, I just wanted to be there for my family, and so I didn't train. And I'm just like, he can't be there for his family if he's dead. Train. But yeah, kudos for him trying now, and he powers up enough that Goku can find him for the instant transmission. So before Frieza gets to kill him again, Goku shows up, knocks it away. And he's understandably mad because Piccolo's dead. Instant transmissions Piccolo up to Dende's place. And, he comes back and Gohan's crying. But, good old Dragon Balls, Piccolo's going to be fine. Because Dragon Balls exist. And Goku sends the kids to Dende to tell them the plan to revive Piccolo and stuff. Which, by the way, I know I say this later. Why do the kids need to go tell Dende anything? He and Piccolo can see and hear everything from up there.
Because, yeah, of course they can. They can always see whatever's happening on Earth.
That's just telling the kids to leave at that point.
I don't even have a funny answer for that. Yeah. That's a good point.
But yeah, Vegeta, and the kids try to think, but Vegeta gives Trunks his dad face. Okay, I gotta go.
Oh, yeah.
Which I thought was funny. But yeah, between Sensus and Dragon Balls, it's really hard to have consequences in this world because they start handing out Sensu beans again. But yeah, Ginyu's mad that, Goku and Vegeta are there, but then Ginyu's dead because Vegeta kills him. Vegeta officially kills Vegeta now has officially killed all 5 members of the Ginyu Force.
Okay, yeah.
And he just kills him like instantly, just like, yeah, sup Ginyu, die Ginyu. What? Oh. All right. Well, that was a fun 2 episodes to remember Ginyu's existence.
Poor Tagoma.
Right?
Even when it's not him, but it's still his body. Just
gets his body ganked and just Vegeta just...
Poor Tagoma. Goddamn.
But yeah, Frieza eventually transforms and he kills all his troops in the process, but he goes to his final form or whatever. Frieza.
He didn't even care. His powering up killed his troops. It's like this motherfucker. Real quick, before I was to say this, the movie showed it, and of course the show with it being longer of the story, you get to see, bruh, Frieza is fucking evil.
Yeah.
God damn.
I love it. I know I'm not supposed to, and he's an asshole, but I love how unrepentantly evil he is.
Just shit.
Which is a good foil to the unrepentingly good Goku. And I put those goods in quotes, not saying that Goku isn't good-natured. It's just, at least Superman has the whole pretense of I don't kill people even though I can. No, Goku will kill a motherfucker. He'll get if he needs to. Goku will kill a motherfucker. Don't get it twisted.
If that's the last resort, so to speak, Goku will say, "Damn, this sucks. Die."
Yeah. But what is it? Yeah, so Goku's like, I'm gonna take Frieza, and Vegeta's like, the hell you are? You got to fight Ginyu. You son of a bitch. And then, but he's cocky, and cocky Kakarot or cocky Rot won't go Super Saiyan at the start of the fight because of course he won't. And then that's pretty much how the episode ends with them staring each other down. Then we get to episode 24, Kakarot versus Frieza. Frieza is so short, by the way.
Yeah.
Jesus, I didn't.
You forget how short he is until you see him right next to anybody. Yeah.
So, but, it starts off like with a wrestling-esque test of strength where they do the hands and this, but this time with like powering up. Jocko tries to run once he's like, who's that guy? She's like, oh, that's my husband, Vegeta. Is it Princess Saiya's Vegeta? Yeah. Oh, I gotta get the fuck out.
His reaction, like you were saying earlier, his reaction to some of the shit she says, like reminds the viewer just how crazy this fucking shit is that has happened in the DVD world.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
like all the shit they've been through and how the main party and us, the fans, just treat it as, yep, that's normal. But no. If you in this universe, that shit ain't normal. These guys ain't normal.
Right.
And he's like, and when she tries to grab him, I thought it was funny. He's like, please, Princess Bulma Vegeta, or whatever you call yourself now.
The dynamic throughout this arc between Jocko and Bulma was so good.
Mm-hmm.
It was so good.
Yeah. Okay, there's my note about why would the kids need to tell Dende anything. The kids plan on trying to hurry back right after telling Dende, but whatever. And Frieza continues to be full of quotes, as we've mentioned. They start fighting again, fast. No one can follow the movements, though, except for, like, the obvious people like Vegeta. And apparently Jocko can at least see what's going on, even though nobody else can.
Oh, he missed. Oh, no. Oh, get back in there. Yeah, kick.
Yeah, she's like, you can actually see this stuff? Don't insult me. Oh, damn. But yeah, Goku keeps dropping his guard every time Frieza tries to attack somebody else. Eventually he gets mad at Frieza. He's like, this is our fight. Stop including other people. And Vegeta starts getting mad because the two of them are holding back. And he's just watching, pissed off. Eventually, more trash talk, laser light show, they're throwing shit. Vegeta is like protecting Bulma from any like shrapnel or, any collateral, which, nice little character shit. Tien, eventually Vegeta gets mad and attacks Goku like in the movie. Tien's like, I knew it. He was a good traitor. Just immediately a traitor. And everyone else like,
right.
I don't know about that. I mean, it's weird that he's attacking Goku, yes, but he's come a long way, Tien.
Right. They did just instantly be like, "Is he? You forgot he used to work for Frieza. He's already going back." And it's like, okay, bro.
And of course, Frieza also is like, yes, the monkey is gonna be back there working for me again. Ha 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 ha. But eventually, turns out Vegeta starts going, "Bravo on resurrecting Vegeta."
I just kept on fucking clapping. Kept clapping.
Long eyes closed, clap until Frieza just gets really pissed. Stop clapping, you fucking monkey.
Motherfucker was clapping forever. It was like, damn.
But eventually, I like the conversation between all three of them about who gets to fight Frieza, who gets to fight who, and eventually Vegeta getting mad and going away. But I like the dynamic between those characters. And eventually Vegeta steps off of their side, and they finally decide, because Vegeta eventually tells Goku, you need to fucking actually try. And so Goku, and you too, Frieza, I'm tired of waiting.
He fought both of them just to say, try it, damn it.
Yeah, or else this will be a 3-way fight. It's like, what the hell? But, so we get the Super Saiyan Blue transformation. It's less grandiose than the Super Saiyan God transformation. Apparently, King Kai's been watching the whole time, literally just to have a line like, "Oh God, why would they let Goku be able to get this power without a ritual? Who thought this was a good idea?"
That is true. King Kai did just kind of show up and go away. Yeah, I noticed that too. I noticed that.
And what is this? Super Saiyan with blue hair dye? And then Goku gives the explanation of what he is, and it was just funny because Frieza's response is like, so a Super Saiyan who is as strong as a Super Saiyan God, yet is not a Super Saiyan God, is now the Super Saiyan version of that? You need to think your version. And I'm like, see, this is why we go with Super Saiyan Blue. Because right there, I've gone to the level that is a Super Saiyan who's as strong as a Super Saiyan God, yet it's not a Super Saiyan God, but it's the Super Saiyan version of that. Oh God, Goku! I don't know if regular Super Saiyan's enough. You need to go to the level of Super Saiyan who's as strong as a Super Saiyan God, but it's not a Super Saiyan God, but it's the Super Saiyan version of that. Or you could just say go Super Saiyan Blue.
Again, this is just like what I was saying with Jocko. This is other people's reactions to the shit they do reminds you just how fucking not normal this shit is.
And then, that's the end of that episode. We get episode 25, Frieza calling him the God of Monkeys. Like, so you're the God of Monkeys, cool. And he just keeps referring to him as like Monkey God and God of Monkeys from like the rest of the fight. But like after some more dialogue, we get the Golden Frieza transformation. And I love the Latin choir theme when he fucking fully transforms the first time. Just like some fucking Latin choir shit. And it's like, all right, shit's about to go down. Whenever the fucking Latin choir gets busted out. Or if a choir gets busted out at all for somebody's theme, you done fucked up. You shouldn't have fought this person. And if it's in Latin, you definitely that's the level on top of that shit. Y'all can speak my language. Y'all don't need to go on. But yeah. So, more shit talking, and then they do a little bit of back and forth fighting, and we cut to Beerus and Whis.
Beerus and
Whis on their way to Earth, because they call Bulma like, we'll be there in 5 minutes. But Whis is like, oh, and they stop. They come across those two people from earlier episode, Champa, who looks like a fat Beerus, as I mentioned before, and this chick who looks similar to Whis named Vados.
That's what I was like, I couldn't remember her name.
I couldn't either.
I couldn't hear them say it.
Yeah, unless I typed it. If I didn't type it here, I still wouldn't remember her name. Okay. Which is kind of crazy when I think about it. But yeah, Champa and Vados, they had like a little conversation. Clearly, Beerus and Champa don't like each other. Don't really know why, but they clearly don't like each other. But apparently, Champa's the god of destruction from Universe 6. We get that much at least.
Yeah.
Because he's like, you should be in Universe 6, not Universe 7. But eventually, Whis is like, we gotta get to Earth. Let's just go. We'll talk to them later. And they leave. And then, Champa and Vados go off on their thing. Apparently, they're looking for something. They have 5 of whatever it is, and they need 2 more of whatever it is. Who knows what that could be, but they're looking for it. So, yeah. Eventually, more Goku and Frieza fighting. Beerus and them show up, or Beerus and we show up, they begin the foodgasms and brain freeze over the fucking strawberry sundae.
Yeah, they got a brain freeze. That was funny.
Yeah, Frieza gets the upper hand, shits his pants when he sees Beerus, kind of like in the movie. But
That's so funny, man. Beerus has everybody shook, even the fucking Eternal Dragon.
But yeah, the fight continues, and Frieza still appears to be winning. Because, yeah, and that's pretty much the rest of that episode. Just Frieza beating Goku up. Episode 26, Frieza continues beating up Goku. Eventually, like, grabbing him and choking him with his tail and shit, which I thought was funny when Goku bit his tail to make him turn.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't know why I found, like, God Monkey or whatever the fuck Frieza kept saying funny, or half of Frieza's racist shit involving monkeys. It shouldn't be funny to me, but it is. I don't know why.
Like racist against Saiyan type stuff. Yeah. That's funny.
But it's just funny to me. But yeah, he's still seemingly stronger, you know, got big explosions and shit going on. Eventually, Goku actually gets a reminder, or this time, instead of the movie, Goku has Vegeta tell him, yo, don't you realize what's going on yet with the weakness? And then Goku's like, oh shit, yeah, you're right. As opposed to the movie where it's just straight up, I'll take my turn. Oh, that's just because you noticed this weakness too.
I missed Vegeta mention it to me.
It was like literally 2 lines before it seemed similar to the movie.
Okay.
But it's still just one of those like smaller details where it's like Vegeta watching is like Vegeta, and we also get Beerus and Whis earlier on get like a little so things are taking a turn. So that's what's going on. But eventually, you know, Vegeta tells Frieza to leave. Frieza refuses. Goku finally gets serious, but Frieza powers up too. We get another laser light show and more punches. Tide begins to turn in Goku's favor. Goku explains the weakness, because he gets Frieza down, explains to Frieza, you can't control the power, you're gonna just leak out all your power, you should have trained longer before coming. And he powers down trying to spare him, and Sorbet shoots him. Like in the movie. And Vegeta saves Goku at the end of the episode from Frieza trying to kill him. And that's the end of that episode, where we get a new ending theme. Not like it matters. I hardly ever watch any of them. But we got a new ending theme at that episode. When they could have easily just done it after the next episode, because it's the last episode of the arc. Where Vegeta...
Random funny little side note on that, too. On the Funimation website for this arc, I had to look up something else to watch episode 27, because every episode up until 27 I could watch on Funimation's website. Episode 27 all of a sudden was like, sorry, you need a premium subscription.
Damn.
That's like, wait, what?
That is the roosterest of teases.
Anyway.
So yeah, Vegeta deflects the beam meant to kill Goku at Sorbet and kills him. Kind of like the movie, but you get to see Sorbet beg to Frieza before dying, as opposed to the movie where it's like, you know he's dead. They give the last Senzu bean to Goku. Vegeta goes straight to Super Saiyan Blue and, shows he could do it too, because of course Frieza didn't expect them to be able to do it. Right. And then Frieza can't do shit to Vegeta. Vegeta beats the shit out of him, always satisfying to see. Eventually, Frieza powers down. Oh yeah, powers down.
He's about to shoot him.
Mm-hmm. Vegeta gives his whole don't think about resurrecting again like in the movie. Frieza throws a hissy fit and blows up the planet. Only this time, we get to see a glimpse of everyone dying. Like, for extra feels. Just, Magellan Pan with the baby. Chi-Chi. I'm bitching about something, or even not bitching. I think she's just actually being nice and calm for once.
She was eating something, and she goes, oh, so this is what the kids call her. Like, she was just eating like a rice cake or some shit.
Mm-hmm. Marin and 18. Yeah. Fucking Dr. Brief and Bulma's mom. Just the kids on the lookout.
You ready to go to the store? I was like, damn.
Yeah, the kids on the lookout just turn, just Planet blows up, everyone dies, except for that people survive being Whis' time magic do that he has, and that Beerus tells him to use, because Beerus is like, now Whis. Oh, yes, sir. We get the explanation that because he's the sidekick of fucking Beerus, he kind of needs to have a little miniature time rewind thing in case Beerus blows up shit that don't need being blown up. And he used it in this instance. He does tell him that he's like, hey, I can't do this for a while after using it. I'm not going to tell you exactly how long I can't do this for a while after doing this, because I really don't want the fucking pinky outs coming for the story afterwards. Just know I ain't going to be doing this often. You know what I mean? Like, why couldn't we just do this? Well, he said he can't do it for a while. And what's a while to someone who's lived for thousands on thousands of years? So, very good job with the vague phrasing. So Goku.
That is some don't come from my head, motherfuckers. Yeah.
Yeah, so Goku kills Frieza, stealing Vegeta in the process, like in the movie. Vegeta gets mad, gets the explanation. He's not much happier because he feels like it made him look stupid because he didn't kill Frieza fast enough and stuff. But, Jocko, you see Jocko like, hey, Frieza Force ship. Yeah. Finders keepers. So he takes the Frieza Force ship, I suppose. Because he's a... By the way, for people who don't know, Jocko's a space patrolman. And there's also funny bits throughout, like him taking a picture of Super Saiyan Blue, saying he's going to report it. And Bulma's like, what are you going to do with the report? What happens if they see that? Well, they'll probably just send a missile to the planet and blow it up, considering it to be a high risk. Yeah, exactly. And then later it turns out that's not what he was taking the pictures for. He's just trying to put him on his space Instagram, if you will.
Yeah. Fanboying or whatever, right?
But yeah. And we have a big party afterwards, and Trunks has a line that I thought was funny the first time I saw it, and still thought it was funny, where the kids were mad that they couldn't be part of the fight, but then Trunks is like, whatever, if that guy ever comes back, I'll cut him in half.
Oh, is that what he said? I missed that. Dang. All these little offhand things that I'm not paying that much attention to.
Trunks is like, if he ever comes back, I'll cut him in I think in the English dub it was like slice them to pieces, but still it was like in the original thing it was like I'll cut him in half, and then Goku and Piccolo just kind of look at him like, damn, this dude.
Oh wait, no, okay, yeah. The Goku Piccolo like look at him weird. That's kind of making me.
Yeah, he's like, why is everybody looking at me like that? And then they can't help but laugh. They're like, damn, this dude just meant to be savage as fuck. So yeah, Gohan, I'm sorry, not Dad Han. Gohan asks Piccolo to train him, finally, because he realizes, hey, I need to be able to protect my wife and kid. And then, Goku and Vegeta continue to not want to work together, and Frieza's still in hell. Episode over.
They said, in the movie, they said, welcome back. In the show, they said, welcome home. Just a little random, not important thing I noticed. But anyway. Welcome home! Yeah.
That is the Resurrection F arc.
Word.
How'd you feel?
It's along the same lines of the Beerus saga, man. Would I have appreciated it more if I had seen this before I saw the movie instead of seeing the movie before seeing the show? So I remember I saw the movie Resurrection F, and I remember thinking, because I was even thinking as we were doing the review, we gave Resurrection F. I know I gave Resurrection F a 9, yeah, and that's the highest rated DBZ movie, and I loved Resurrection F, and it was just one of them things where it's like, I don't know if I can give the show as much of a rating as I gave the movie. And I'm wondering if I would have given the Golden Frieza saga a 9 and maybe Resurrection F, like, some lower, if this would have been flipped, if we saw it that way, but that's just how it is. The saga itself, it was nice, man. I thought it was interesting that it's this much shorter. It's half the Beerus saga, and I think it's the shortest saga in the whole Super series, which is interesting. But I guess
because it's like entirely just that saga.
yeah. It's no other filler. It's no other extra shit. It's no other hey, what happened after? Because Beer Saga was really 14 episodes, and then the last 4 episodes were okay. You defeated us. Now we're just gonna train with Jazz and teach you some shit.
Mm-hmm.
But it is nice to see what you see with the movies too. But it's nice to see that as bad as Beerus is supposed to be, Beerus and Whis have really just become partners to the Z Warriors. So that's cool. And I like them too. Their whole dynamic is fun and cool and all that shit. I know you already know, but I'm curious to see what the fuck happens with Vados and Champa, which I believe happens in the next saga if they're Universe 6 and it's the Universe 6 saga. But I liked it, but it's just one of those. It's like I already knew what was gonna happen, and I feel like that's not fair. But I just got to be real. The only thing that was really, really different with this one was Ginyu. It was very Deus Ex Machina that Ginyu was just like, "Hey, I'm just randomly here. Oh, Tagama, you trained? Don't mind if I do." Is and I don't fault the series for that, but it was very much
also
basic.
Tagama still being alive like at all.
Yeah, because he was just the dude next to Sorbet that was talking and then just died. The most we knew about him in the movie was that he was just he talked some and spoke out of turn, and Frieza said, "Bitch, I don't give a fuck." But in the movie, yeah, he had like a whole arc. But the biggest difference that I can think of was Ginyu came back. But I mean, if I'm gonna rate it anything, I feel like I should be rating it higher, but I'm gonna rate it an 8. And I'm rating it an 8 pretty much off a GP of I rate the movie a 9. I don't think it's as high as the movie, but I feel like it is the movie. So 8.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go 8 with you as well. Like I kind of want to do like I did with the first one, the first arc, and give it the same rating because I like the changes that they did make or whatever. And it's like some things are less, but overall, I still like a lot of the stuff, and a lot of this too. I did like some of the choices they made people say, or some of the dialogue, like some of the minute details. It's like thinking about Dragon Ball Z from a more show standpoint. Yeah, it makes a bit more sense that these people would say this thing or so and so would do this. Also, we get more idea how Frieza's training was and all this stuff like that, and more of what Goku and Vegeta's training ended up as. Pretty much hyperbolic time chamber, and the fact that they learned how to control the precise keeping your energy in you and only using what's necessary type deal, and that's what helped them reach godhood. Also explaining that Vegeta got the Super Saiyan Blue thing completely on his own.
Yeah.
He didn't have the experience of a god ritual to be like, so this is what that energy's like. I need to replicate that. Vegeta's just like, I'm going to get there one way or the other, which is still crazy that he remains eternally weaker than Goku. But okay.
Yeah.
But okay. Because they keep giving him feats like this where it's like, no. It is literally just the author trying to like spark arguments for people. Like, I know I always write Goku this, but I want the fans to continue arguing. So I'm gonna give Vegeta valid reason to be in the argument to be like useful. Like the whole Goku has never beaten Vegeta argument. Which you texted me something or someone saying
like
the Captain America thing. But yeah, no, overall, I think I'll go with the 8 as well, just to keep it simple, because I don't know about 8.5. Also, the animation was more noticeable for me this arc than in the first one.
And like I said, you told me about it, but I forgot that you said that people talked about the animation being off. And I remember watching it being like, for you to look different almost every time I see his ass. Mm-hmm. So
yeah. And for any pinky outs out there that watch our reviews and are like, why do y'all rate everything so fucking high? Be real critics. Fuck you. We like the series, okay?
I'm not gonna rate something a 6 if I had a good time watching it. I'm not gonna rate something a 3 if I, at the very least, enjoyed myself. So,
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
I mean, the lowest I was thinking about maybe going with this was a 7, and
Yeah.
that doesn't even feel right. So an 8.
Exactly. Same thing here. It's like 7. No, that's too low. I fucking. There was too many smiles on my face when I watched this.
Yes.
So yeah.
And I don't want to fault it just because I knew what was gonna happen.
Also true. Well, how do you think I feel? I've seen the whole series.
You really knew what was gonna happen.
I just haven't seen it dubbed because I saw
Yeah.
it all when it happened. I hadn't seen it in a minute, and I hadn't seen it dubbed. So
Sure.
like certain things like Champa and Vados showing up when they did, I didn't remember. Other like minute details and stuff like that, I didn't remember. So it's been fun for me rewatching. Like, damn, I didn't realize so and so happened, or I don't think I picked up on the frog showing up 5 times before Ginyu showed up.
I didn't realize that's honestly a nice little touch that I didn't catch. Is that the Ginyu frog was just there for half a little second and then left. I noticed the frog. I noticed the Ginyu frog the episode of the Switch.
Yeah,
I did not notice the Ginyu frog any episodes before, really.
Mm-hmm.
So before the Switch, when the frog was just, I'm just in the field, and then going the episode, I noticed it early in the episode. I didn't notice it any episodes before though.
Mm-hmm. That's why I was just like, and apparently there's a shot of a frog for some reason. I don't know. That's not going to come into importance at all. I'm sure. Funny. Just like I'm sure, whatever's going on, whatever Champa and Vados are looking for, I'm sure that doesn't matter. They're only from Universe 6, and then it goes to the next arc anyway. What'd you say?
So that was something I did kind of notice where they were like, we have so many, we need like 1 more, 2 more. So
yeah, we have 5. All we need are 2 more. Of what? Who knows?
All right.
But yeah, so there we go. I think that's it. Socials and shit in the description, so we don't spend another 5 minutes on our already hour-long video. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Adiosness.
Love y'all. Peace.